Hi, folks. Welcome to a tour of the Michigan Learning Channel website. We've mentioned that the Michigan Learning Channel is available on television, on broadcast TV, statewide in the state of Michigan, so that you don't need to have internet in order to be able to use the Michigan Learning Channel. But it's also available on demand. And I want to show you some of the details of our website today so that you can see how to use these materials and to use some of the Michigan Learning Channel's videos and some of our printable lessons in your classroom, or find them to help your students, whether they're struggling or whether they want to get ahead and study something that they're interested in. So let's take a look at our website. Here we have michiganlearning.org. So if you visit michiganlearning.org, you'll see this is our website. You'll see all the content for the Michigan Learning Channel. It is the end of our summer season, and so right now we've got summer highlighted, but if there are major events and initiatives, we put them here on the front page. You'll see this big green live TV button, and so we've mentioned that there is a live stream. If you want to just watch the channel, see what's on TV, and just watch everything live, you can use that live TV button to find the live stream. But today I really want to focus on the on-demand lessons. So we've tried to make the Michigan Learning Channel's resources really accessible for parents and for teachers. And you can find most of the lessons that are available on the Michigan Learning Channel are also available here on demand. So you're able to filter by a number of areas. But as I think that the most useful thing for parents probably is to go by grade. So I've got a first grader who's going to be starting out in September. And so I'm going to go to the first grade page and take a look at what materials are here for our first graders. Here we are, first graders. So each week we change the content that's on the pages. And so right now we've got a featured episode about the long U vowel sound for first graders to work on. And they can learn a little bit about being an author on Read, Write, Roar. Here on the sidebar, we also have a packet. So essentially each week for each grade, we try to put in 2 Read, Write, Roar and 2 Math Mites episodes. So that's a little less. It's less than 2 hours of content total for the whole week. And then each one also has a printable page that goes along with it. So you can download the whole packet for just this week, or you can download the packet for the entire season if you want to use it kind of as a workbook to work through all of the materials for the season. So here's our featured video. And if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see all the videos that have been selected for first graders for this week. And so you can click on each of these individually and check out each one of these lessons. So if I want to take a look at one of these lesson videos, I'm in here, and you'll notice that it's got some other information attached to it. So it'll tell you when the last time it was when it aired. And then it'll also give you this activity guide. So if you'd like to download an activity guide, this is just the activity that goes along with this episode. And it's typically a 1-page activity that a student who's watching can complete while they're watching the episode, or can complete afterward. You can also see right here that you have a button to share it to Google Classroom. So if you're a teacher and you'd like to share this episode with your students, you can use this share to Google Classroom button section right here. Sometimes teachers want to share it without the lesson materials attached. They don't want to share this whole page. You can definitely just copy that link and share that whole page wherever you'd like. But we've also got these sharing tools here. So if you'd like to share it, you've got the opportunity to share a link or to share it to any of our social channels. So now we're going to go back to the homepage. You can just click on the logo to go back to the homepage. And when we go back to the homepage, we're going to dig a little deeper into how to find some of those lessons. So if the 2 lessons that we selected for your grade this week aren't quite what you're looking for, you've got some other options. Let's start out by going to subjects. So I hear from a lot of teachers that they could use some more science materials. And so if you go to the science page, you're going to get a big list of all the science materials that are available, and you can filter them. Probably the most useful thing for teachers is going to be this Find a Lesson page. If you click Find a Lesson on the homepage, you're going to go to the search, and this search contains everything that we've got available on demand right now, which is we're adding to it all the time. So if you don't find what you're looking for, let us know, or come back and we'll be adding more materials for different age groups and for different subjects. So you can search right here. So if you have, for example, a student who's struggling with fractions and you'd like to find some more information for them, I'm just going to type in the word fractions and use that search bar. And here we go. We've got a lot of MathMites episode, and you can see they're all third grade episodes because they cover fractions in third grade. So we've got fractions episodes, and you've got all these different options to choose from. You can use the next button also to find even more. We've got a whole lot of lessons about fractions in here. So these, so this will pull up all the episodes that use the word fractions either in the title or in the description. And very soon, we're also going to be adding the tagging of standards. So if you have a standard that is related to fractions, you'll be able to actually drill down to a particular Michigan state standard and find the lessons that are related. So you can also search if you just want to browse rather than you don't know exactly what you're looking for, but you want to find some more materials for your student. We can come to this fresh find a lesson page, and you can also browse. So again, I'm going to look for some pieces for my first grader, and I'd like to filter it down to some science lessons. We know we want to do a little bit of science. And so this is a great place where you can find some of the other materials besides the Read, Write, Roar and MathMites that are also available on the channel. So we've got partner content. They've got materials from all sorts of great educational partners across the state and across the country. So this is a minute of time with a giraffe at the Detroit Zoo. We've got Believe It or Not is tree information from Michigan State University Extension. Got some information from NASA, some great pieces from the DNR, some StoryCorps, and some more from Tollgate Farms and NREL, the Renewable Energy Laboratory. So we'll be expanding this throughout the year and continuing to add more science and social studies content. One other area that we'll highlight that we have is we have actually quite a lot of health and fitness. So if I want to filter down to health and fitness content, again, that's appropriate for a student of a particular age. We've got these great videos. These are these Impact at Home, and they're activities you can do in your living room. And in this case, these actually feature Rory, who is the mascot for the Detroit Lions, doing some fitness activities that kids can be part of. Lastly, I'll show you that there are pieces that we don't have them lesson by lesson, but we do have our shows page. And so if you want to know what else is on the channel besides just those lessons, you can go to the shows page. And again, these are broken down by grade. So you can find Wimmy's Words, the Simple Gifts series, which these are some of our preschool shows. We've got great story times from the Ann Arbor Library. In early elementary, we've got, again, more shows than just the couple. So there's an English language learners program, there's Let's Learn, and there's these wonderful pop checks that are for social emotional learning and mindfulness. You can scroll down, get to our upper elementary programs. We've got Curious Crew and DIY Science Time, which are great hands-on science shows for older students, and as well as Extra Credit, which is kind of a magazine show that covers a bunch of areas. We get into middle school, we start to get into our mathematics that's available. And then in high school, we've got quite a few pieces, and we're going to be building out that content. And down here, we actually have some professional learning shows for teachers and parents. Right now, Reading Rockets is the main one we've got there. I do want to show you how to find our schedule. If you're curious, what's on TV or how do you get to the Michigan Learning Channel on TV? I showed you how to get to it on demand. Here's the television piece. You can go to the schedule where it says TV schedule, and we give you a grid. So if you click on any of these, it's actually going to download a huge Excel document that shows you the details of what episode we're going to air and when for the entire month. And we stay at least a month ahead on these. You can also get our schedule overview. So you get a basic idea that, at 6 a.m. we're going to be working on our preschool block, 8 to noon is our K3 block, and then noon to 4 is 4th to 6th grade. And we repeat a lot of that in the afternoon and do our older material and adults and 6th to 12th grade students sort of in the evening and overnight. There's information also on the schedule page about how to rescan your TV. So if you're using an antenna and you're looking for the channel, it's actually very easy. Don't let it intimidate you, but you might need to rescan your TV in order to get it over the air. And then there's a list of all the channels it's available on across the state and how to find them. So if you're here in Metro Detroit, you might look for channel 56.5. In East Lansing, it's 23.5. And so that's, it's going to be related to your PBS station. Finally, I'll show you my favorite page for teachers. If you click the For Teachers page, we have been calling this sort of jokingly, but we decided to put it here, Your Classroom's Secret Weapon. So this is where we share information that is specific to what we would like teachers to know. We have an events calendar here that we include professional learning events like this one that you're at today, and as well as our professional learning series that we're going to be doing through the next school year. You can find you'll find events from the Michigan Learning Channel, as well as events from across the PBS system that are directed at teachers that have various teacher learning opportunities. And then down below, we actually have a blog. And these blog posts are things that we really want our teachers and administrative staff to know about. So right now we're pushing our survey. Please go take that. We can meet the Michigan Learning Channel's engagement coordinators. These are folks whose job it is to work with teachers and with districts and schools across their area. And then sometimes we have special content. So for Earth Week, we had a whole lot of content for Earth Week. And so we wrote a preview page where we showed teachers, here's all of the things that we've got across all different grade levels for Earth Week in case you want to grab one of those and use them. So that's kind of a summary of the website. We would encourage you to take a look, encourage you to check it out. I guess the last thing that I want to mention is that we have this Contact Us page on our website, and we really encourage you to use it to contact us. So you can see my information here. You can see Tara is our Director of Engagement, and we've got engagement coordinators for each station around the state. So feel free to reach out to your local engagement coordinator or just use this form. We'd love to hear what you think about the Michigan Learning Channel. We'd love to hear what you think about our website and how we can make it more useful to you. We'd love to hear what content you'd like to see or just give us any kind of feedback that you would like to do. So thank you so much for joining me for this website tour, and I hope to see you there.